Alright guys, welcome back to Soai. So, we're trying to check out 100 Jamaican slash Caribbean influence or inspired restaurants here in New York. Today we are in the Bronx on White Plains Road and we are 25% through. This is episode 25, which for me is freaking amazing. And you guys have been the ones who've been, sharing the information, telling me restaurants to go to and so forth. Now, a couple weeks ago, I was by the Jerk House and some of you commented and said, hey, just behind you, there is a Guyanese restaurant called Carifesta. Now, usually when I'm riding, I usually, that's why I like having an e-bike. It gives me more time to look and see the different restaurants that are about, but for some reason I did not even notice Carifesta. Now, what I do notice about Guyana or Guyanese is how confusing things can get. So, Guyana is geographically located in South America. If you're located in South America, that would mean that you're a South American country. But no, culturally and politically, Guyana classifies as Caribbean. So I believe they're a part of the CARICOM group. So they are Caribbean. Now, it's my very first time. I think this is gonna be the first time you guys have ever seen me try Guyanese food. And I think in my life, it is the first time I'm trying Guyanese food. And when I did a little bit of research, and I asked some people, they were like, oh, try fried rice. I'm like, fried rice? That sounds Chinese. So the food in Guyanese culture is influenced by a bunch of stuff. Just like in Jamaica or other Caribbean countries, of course, it's influenced by African food, it's influenced by the Dutch, I believe a little bit of Portuguese and Chinese. Now, similar to Jamaican slavery times and indentureship, they would bring, Chinese people. That's why in Jamaica you have the Chinaman owning the wholesale shops and stuff like that. Similar kind of thing. So the Chinese came to Guyana and they basically brought their cooking styles, the soy sauce, the fried rice, things like that, and fused it with, Caribbean ingredients that they had in Guyana. And that's why today I'm here at Carifesta, which I hear makes very good Guyanese food. That's where you're gonna find me trying fried rice. Now, seeing that we're on the topic of noticeable and fun facts, here's another one. So hear this. I finally got a helmet. Yes, after everyone in the comments roasted me into safety. And while I do feel like a superhero on wheels now, I still ride like I'm dodging banana peels carting around New York. Because let's be real, biking around New York City is not for the faint of heart. Negligent drivers are practically a local species. It happened to my neighbor actually. He got clipped by a car and all he said was,
yeah, I just tossed my scooter in the closet and took the out.
Why? He didn't have the money to go after the driver. And that's where Morgan & Morgan comes in. When insurance companies hit you with the
here's $50 and a pack of gum
type of settlement, Morgan & Morgan is for the people. And the best part, you don't pay unless they win. They are the biggest injury law firm across the United States with over 1,000 attorneys in all 50 states. Oh, and just in case if you're wondering if they're legit, they recently won $12 million in Florida. That's 34 times the top insurance offer, and 26 million in Philly. That's 40 times the top insurance offer. So yeah, they don't play. If you ever get seriously injured, your case could be worth millions. And you're only a few clicks away from changing your life. It's really easy. You can start your claim now with Morgan & Morgan with my special link, which is www.forthepeople.com/soy. Found in my description box or by scanning the code that you can find on the screen using your cell phone. The huge, we're gonna take a look at the signage. So, damn, 1997, that's not bad. Located on 4251 White Plains Road, that's their number. And this is what it looks like. One thing to add, it did take me a while to do this video because I don't believe they're open on a Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I think they start from Wednesday. I'll put the information up so you guys can follow that. So that's why it took me a while to do this, because some of those days I was kind of busy. All right, I hope the food is gonna be worth the wait. It does say on the sign that they are A-rated sanitation-wise, so all right, let's head in. Yo, the outside is so unassuming. Inside it's pretty colorful. They got this grass, this faux grass wall type thing going on here. It looks more like fern maybe. Nice picture there. It is pretty unassuming. All right, I'm about to talk to the lady at the front to kind of figure out what I'm going to be ordering today. It is my first time. All right, so today we're here with Ariana. She's going to walk me through. It's kind of, you can't see her beautiful face, but trust me, she looks good. All right, so tell me about Guyanese food and what can I expect?
I would say it's better than your traditional Chinese food. There is a Chinese food spot down the block, but people just prefer coming here. I would say it's like an explosion of flavors in your mouth, something that you traditionally wouldn't have had before. I think Carifesta does it best.
Okay.
They've been here for almost 28 years.
28 years.
So people really like a chicken fried rice, especially with fried rice. You get a quarter leg of chicken on top. They cut it up into like 5 pieces, and then they top it with cabbage and scallion. If you want to go like a little bit of like a funner route, people like the house special. That's beef, shrimp, and crab, and then you get 2 pieces of fried chicken on top. You can take out something from the rice. They give you an extra piece of chicken. And then everything we have for fried rice, we have for chow mein as well. For chow mein, our jerk chicken is really popular. It's baked.
Okay.
And then people really like the pepper shrimp. It's the fried jumbo shrimp. They toss it in a spicy sauce with peppers and onions.
Wow. Yo, that sounds good. I honestly believe when Chinese food is done with a Caribbean touch, I prefer it. Like the other day, like I got some Chinese food, like I don't even want to go there. So they mentioned the chicken fried rice. That sounds really good. It's a popular thing. It's on their wall. And if it's on their wall, it means I'm definitely going to be getting that today. And then the pepper shrimp, I am a big fan of pepper shrimp, so I'm going to get one of those. And maybe next time I'll come back and try the, who knows, let's see. So it's kind of a thing of mine to try the different sodas from the different Caribbean islands. So this one, Tomboy, is one that they have here, and I went for the raspberry soda, which he says most people go for. Yo, it's getting hot in New York. If it's not one thing we are complaining about, it's the next. All right, so twist top. Okay, so this is from Guyana. It's gonna be my very first drink from Guyana. My mom used to go to Guyana a lot. I think they do rice over there, is that it? New York got some interesting people. Like if you're outside and you just look around, you're like, yo, people just doing their thing. But anyway, it says as famous as Kaieteur Falls, the people's choice. It's not bad. It doesn't taste too sweet, not too acidic. Pretty fruity, a little bit of tang to it, just a little bit. I like this. All right, so the funny thing is she said that the chicken fried rice is usually so stuffed that 2 grown adults and a baby can eat from. I found that very funny. I don't think it's that stuffed, but let's look into this box. Ooh, it's nice and hot. It took about 10 minutes for it to get ready, so it's telling me that it's more on the fresher side. This thing is piping hot. It does feel heavy. It doesn't feel like it could feed two adults and a baby, but it's quite a bit of food. Let's open it up and let's see. Ooh, look at that. How we stay? What do you guys think? Do you think it could feed 2 adults and a baby? Looks pretty good. I mean, some of the goodness is hidden underneath the vegetables, but I do see a nice whole leg quarter under there, and the smell of it smells pretty good. Smells pretty good. Yo, if there's one thing I can get Chinaman and him food, it's gonna be hot, because they normally do like this nice stir fry, do it pretty quickly. Let's move this vegetable over to one side really quick, and let's see this chicken. Chicken looks nice and crispy. Comes with a sauce. I don't know what kind of sauce it is, but I'm gonna bite into this really quick. Let's see. First time eating Guyanese food. Oh, that's tender. So off the bat, the chicken is nice and tender. Tastes kind of like a roasted type, baked type chicken. I think I'm gonna go with roasted. On its own, there's a nice, subtle flavor. I bit into a scallion just now and it was so good. That fried rice, oh my God. I think I found my new spot. Anytime I want Chinese, I've been missing on Chinese here for a while. I buy sweet and sour chicken. It comes like It comes like a pancake with a piece of chicken on the inside. I just don't like it. That for me is very upsetting. I don't like sweet and sour chicken like that. The fried rice on this, it is so flavorful. Look at this fried rice. It is just so good. Glassy. Slight essence of sweetness. You get that nice umami from the soy sauce as well. And look at this chicken skin. Look at this. Nice, crispy. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for telling me about your plate. This cost $16.72. Hallelujah. Ooh, that chicken skin just now was, boy. It did come with 2 sauces. There go the trains again. I'm under the 2 train. I'm learning my trains now, guys. It does come with a sauce. I never wanted to try the sauce off the bat. I want to see how flavorful the chicken itself is. It's a spicy sauce, drizzle a little bit on top. Huh? SOAI, then VLOGS. Food, yeah. Carifesta, yeah, it's dope. All right, so with this sauce, I could not exaggerate this. The chicken tastes exactly what a good roast chicken should taste like. Crispy skin because of that roast and that high temp cook. It's gonna make the skin really crispy. Because the chicken is done like as a whole chicken or a half, it locks in that moisture so it's nice and tender. It's not dry. And once your seasonings are good, we're gonna be locked in. And I don't know any Jamaican, probably a very few, that don't like a good Chinese fried rice. This is up there in one of the best fried rice I ever had. Now, will I say I taste Caribbean in it? I can't say. It tastes like a really good Chinese dish. Not really getting Caribbean. But I think where the Caribbean comes in is that we're very good with using flavors. Like making our flavors abundant in our dishes. Ooh. You pair that with that Asian style cooking, that flash cooking style. Put on that wok, quick, fresh, fast. Ooh. This is gonna be my go-to spot.
Take the fucking time. You're gonna be more thirsty after that fucking train. You keep doing stupid shit.
You see what I talk about in New York? Yo, people be wildin'. But you know what I do? I mind my fucking business. I mind my fucking business. This fried rice is on point.
Oh yeah, I try now, Soai.
Eh?
Try this food.
Yeah, Carifesta. You know them?
But you don't really do the road food,
Nah, my yard food thing.
Yeah, I know yard is outside I eat.
Yeah, man.
That's up, yeah.
Big up yourself. I don't think there's ever been a time that I've been recording that someone has ever come up, has never not come up and say something. This place was worth coming to. They did not miss any marks for me. When you can see me in the sun hut, it's blazing out here. And I'm this locked in, bruh. Just know this food is amazing. Ooh, it tastes like when you have really good Chinese food in Jamaica. Mm-hmm. Ooh, this food is good, brother. I want to do the video. I don't like eat and film myself, honestly. I tell all my friends I have an inside joke with them. When I tell you I'm about to go have sex, it means I want to make love to my food. I like just watching a TV show and just eating my food. Yo, that's why I like being outside eating. You hear like the best conversations. Oh my God. Don't make no man tell her no sweet nothing. You understand? Because Jamaican man, we're more sweet. Like that food there. You see how tender that is? It just fell right off. The crisp on that freaking, on that chicken skin, this is so good. All right, I think they've won my heart. I will invest another 16 bucks and get that other crab platter to show you guys what it's like and try it. This, for me, is a 10. So I'm inside now. I definitely had to order something else. I asked her about the chicken if it's roasted, and she says everybody thinks that it's roasted chicken, but it's actually deep fried. Bro, how they do it, I don't freaking know, but it feels like a roasted chicken. Even the way that the skin looks, it looks like how a roasted chicken skin would look like. And the flavor, I don't know, man. They did their thing. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. So I just ordered the house special, and that one's gonna have like fried chicken again, and you have the choice of the lo mein, but I don't want the lo mein. I want the fried rice. I love the fried rice. I'm gonna have the fried rice with that, shrimp, beef, and I think crab. I'm super excited. Yo, thank you again, guys, for the suggestion of Carifesta. All right, so here we got our next box. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just a little bit disappointed. I'll tell you guys why. However, a subscriber of mine, she just walked in and she's just like, yo, you have to try oxtail empanadas. I'll do that on the next video. I think I'm already gone like probably $35 here already. Some of that's gonna be for later on when I'm gonna eat, because trust me, you need to try the food here. But she also mentioned they have the passion fruit drink, where they have the condensed milk. I think I've seen this somewhere before, like on social media. It looks really good. I love having fruit drinks con leche, meaning with milk. In Colombia, I used to have it all the time. It sounds faux pas or just weird, but trust me, it makes a lot of sense. Try it. And don't tell me that story about, oh, my belly agarron and blah, blah, blah. It's good to try different foods sometimes, or drinks. So the condensed milk is just right on the side of it. As a slushie on its own, this passion fruit is fire. She mentioned that there are other flavors before, but you know, your customers over time, they will pick the things that they like. And like the sorrel never really worked out for them, but the passion fruit and the other two are good ones. Not getting much of that milk because it's on the side. I have to mix it up a little bit more, but as a slushie just by itself, it's delicious. Is this something that's usually in Guyana, this drink? Hello? Sorry. Is this something that's usually in Guyana, this drink? Don't know if you heard that, but she said in Guyana they have the Guyanese snow cone where they put the condensed milk on top. This is basically something that's reminiscent of that. There's another Guyanese place that I saw months ago that I've been wanting to try, and this was there as well. So I think they are thinking along the same lines. Okay, now let's talk about my disappointment. The box. It looks the same. It doesn't look much different from the other one. What I do like though, the price isn't that far off. It's like $1 more. This is supposed to have the same fried chicken with the fried rice, which I'm excited about because I really love that, with the veg on top. But there is also crabs. The crab, however, is imitation crab. I get it. Crab meat is expensive. There's also beef in there, and there's going to be shrimp. My disappointment really comes from, I just like I like when you open a box, it looks different. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to see a bit more crab on top or the beef or whatever. However, I know it's going to taste. If it tastes anything like the last one, it's going to be amazing. This one feels slightly heavier, just as hot as the last one. All right, let's dig in and let's see what this tastes like. And for my people who are always concerned about, you know, eating outside, they do have indoor seating. It's not much. I probably could seat maybe about 8 people roughly in here. I'm not even gonna try the chicken again because I know what that tastes like. So let's move the chicken to the side. And now immediately, I can see that shrimp, I can see the beef, and I can see the imitation crab. Let's get into the crab first. So what exactly is imitation crab? So imitation crab is a mixture of a bunch of things. It's also known as something called surimi, which is whitefish. Be like whitefish like pollock, which they, you know, blend up and grind, and then they add stuff like, you know, vegetable oil, starch, egg whites, sugar, a little bit of coloring, and yeah, it becomes imitation crab. It looks like crab in some aspects, and it tastes kind of like crab in a little way. All right. I mean, I remember one of the first times I came to America, and I was living on my own working, and I went to the store and I saw imitation crab, but all I saw was crab. I never read the imitation part. I was so excited. The price seemed really cheap. I was like, whoa, crab, let's go. And I bought it and I started cooking it. I'm like, yo, something feels off with this. Eventually I found out that it was imitation crab. It's the same kind of thing. It tastes, it feels nothing like crab to me. It's more gummy, pasty kind of feely, a little bit sticky. Yeah, for me personally, I could do without it. Yeah, I just think it really, I don't know, something about it that I just, give me more shrimp. That's what I would say. Now, let's go into the shrimp right now. Let me see.
I'm just passing through. Come check your menu out.
The beef is a little bit dry. Personally speaking, this is a mix and match type plate. You can take things out and just add more of things. So me personally, if I come back, I could do without the beef. I could do without the imitation crab for a fact, and I would just go with more shrimp. It's only $1 more than the usual plate, but the usual plate on its own for 16 bucks, 16.72 I think it was, or 42. That is amazing. I'm trying to mix this up so I can get that condensed milk flavor. I love that condensed milk in fruit drinks. It's so nice. Kind of makes it pretty sweet, but welcome to America. I find drinks in America is usually pretty sweet. But all I have to do is just add a little bit of water, a little cold water and mix it up, and I'm gonna end up with a drink and a half. All right, I had no intentions of keeping that video for too long. It was a great experience. They have a couple things on the menu, like I mentioned, that I will eventually try at some point in time. But that was a great introduction to Guyanese food. I highly recommend. I think I have maybe 3 more Guyanese spots on my list, which I will eventually check out. But until the next video, I'll catch you in the next one. Remember 3 things: love, nature, and adaptation. And always remember to keep the link. And if you have the time, check out my website. Maybe there's something that you can grab on there to show the channel some support. And yeah, have a great weekend.
Turn from the afterglow. Will you carry me like I am?